Hi, I'm going to show you how to make a vocabulary diamond. So first you're going to take a blank piece of white paper and you are going to fold it hot dog style, and then you're going to open it up and you're going to fold it hamburger style. Then you're going to take your ruler, and I like to make those lines nice and dark. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this, and each little box is going to have an X through it. So I take my ruler and I put a diagonal line through both sides of the rectangle, and then I do that with each and every box. Until I have all of them done. And when I'm all done, you will see there is a shape in the middle that's shaped like a diamond. And that's why it's called a vocabulary diamond. So you can kind of see that there's a diamond right here. Also, I'm using a really awesome Sharpie, so I have one on the other side as well. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to make sure that we write your name at the top. And we're going to list our first vocabulary word. In this case, our word is talent. Before we do that, though, what I'd like to do is I'm going to put a little line. I forgot about this part. I'm going to put a line between the X's in each box on the left side of each box. Forgot about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my vocabulary word. The vocabulary word is going to go right here. Our first word is talent for this week. So the vocabulary word goes up here in this portion of the diamond. Then I'm going to write the part of speech. A talent is a noun, so I'm going to write that right here. And I usually just write N period, and that means noun. A noun is a person, place, or thing. And then I'm going to write the definition right here in this portion of the diamond. So I'm going to say that the definition is a natural ability or aptitude. That's the definition. Now, over here I'm going to put a synonym, and the synonym is expertise. A synonym is a word that means the same thing. It kind of sounds like the word similar. So a synonym means a word that is similar. So if I say that, wow, he really had expertise at playing basketball, that means that he had a talent for playing basketball, right? A synonym is a similar word. Then I'm going to draw a picture. And maybe I want to draw a picture of something that I have a talent in. So I'm going to draw a picture of somebody working with clay. And maybe they're throwing clay on a pottery wheel. Okay, so you're going to draw a picture. A picture is going to go over in this portion of the vocabulary diamond. All right, so we have our word. Our vocabulary word goes up here. We have our part of speech. noun, verb, adjective, adverb. We have a synonym, or a word that is similar, and then we have our definition goes down here. All right, our next vocabulary word this week is comfort. In this case, we're going to use comfort as a verb, as an action word. And comfort means to soothe or reassure. And our synonym this week is a fancy synonym for this word is assuage. So it's going to be spelled like this. So if you had a fever, you might put an ice pack on your head, or you had a headache, you might assuage the headache by putting an ice pack on your head. Or you might comfort yourself by putting an ice pack on your head. So they're similar, right? So the synonym is assuage. One way that you can assuage a baby is by giving them a bottle, right? If they're crying and they're hungry, sometimes you can give them a little pacifier, right? So one way to assuage a baby, if we draw a little pacifier here, and pacifiers usually have like a little handle on it, right? And sometimes they have like a little tie on it. So that provides comfort for a baby because they don't want to eat, but they want to feel comforted by their mom. So they will have a pacifier, right? So you can draw any picture that provides comfort. You know, sometimes hearing quiet music makes you feel comfortable. So if you want to draw a picture of a radio or a MP3 player, whatever, gives you that kind of comfort. Okay, the next word is mention. So again, we're putting the word right here. Mention is a verb, so we're putting the part of speech over here. And it means to refer to briefly. So if you mention something, you say it kind of quickly. The synonym for that is remark. And if you mention something to somebody, you just say it really quickly. So you maybe say, I like your shirt. And then someone might say back, thanks. Right? You're just mentioning something, you're saying something quickly, right? Okay, our next word is positive. And positive is an adjective, so we're going to write ADJ. And if you're positive, usually you're confident about something, so we're going to write the synonym is confident. And then our definition goes here. The definition is confident in opinion. So if somebody's positive, usually it means they have a good outlook. They feel pretty good. In math, positive can also be a word meaning a positive number, a positive integer. Negative is the opposite word of that, right? So if somebody's negative, they're kind of crabby. So if we're using it in a math context, negative and positive are opposites, or in a science context, if we're using it as far as attitude goes, people can also have the opposite, a negative attitude, right? Which means they're not feeling confident. Okay, we're going to flip it and do the other 4 words on the other side. And I already have all my lines over here. So I'm going to just cheat because I used a really thick Sharpie. So I'm not going to worry too much about making the new lines. So the next word is resident. Again, I'm putting the word up here. And a resident is a person who dwells in a place. And my synonym is abide. Abide means to live in a place. And a resident is a noun. So a resident is somebody who lives in a particular specific place. So I'm going to draw a little house. Maybe a resident lives in this adorable little house. And so there you go with resident. Our next word is peculiar. Peculiar is an adjective, so I'm going to put my part of speech over here. And peculiar means uncommon. It also means odd. It also can mean strange. These are all synonyms, and then the big synonym over here is unique. So if something is peculiar, it looks out of the ordinary. So let's see, if I were to draw a carton of milk, and another carton of milk, and then if I drew a bottle of like orange juice, and maybe I drew another carton off here to the side, the orange juice would be odd, right? Because that's just one of a kind. So something peculiar is something that stands out. It doesn't match everything else. It's an outlier. In math, the word for that is outlier. Okay, our next word is citizen. So this week we are reading a section in our reading book. It's just a sliver of part of a book that you probably have heard before, which is called Because of Winn-Dixie. And so in the story, the main character is somewhat peculiar. She kind of stands out. And several of the characters in the story are also very peculiar. They stand out. So citizen is a noun. It's a person. And it's a member of a state. And the synonym would be civilian. So let's say in the story we're going to be reading about the main character moves to Florida. And she's not from Florida. Florida kind of looks like this. It has like a long tail end to it. So she becomes a citizen of Florida in the story. You can draw the rest of the United States in there too if you want to. So she becomes a citizen of Florida in the story, and she's not from Florida, so she feels kind of out of place. All right, our last word is intends. Intends is a verb. It's an action word. So it means to design for a particular purpose. And the synonym was disposition. So if you intend to do something, it means that you're going to do it for a specific purpose. I might say, like right now, I could say that I intend to show you how to do a vocabulary diamond in this video. So we could show a piece of paper that we folded, right? And you have a pencil, and you have a ruler, right? So I intend to show you how to do a vocabulary diamond by making this video. So this is how we make a vocabulary diamond. Vocabulary word goes here, picture goes here, definition goes here, synonym goes here, part of speech goes here. And now you know how to make a vocabulary diamond.